Hello everyone and welcome to the review. This, like I said in the last one, the WB-01 WARBATRON Heavy Noisey. So, I hope you're all ready to make some noise. Yes, this is their take on a Brawl figure, and it's kind of their own design, but also a mix match of G1 with a modern tank aesthetic. And my god, does he look friggin' beautiful. The only problem, and this is just a problem I found out recently after owning this figure for a couple of years, the arms don't do any outie. Like, they can kind of go outie, but they can't go any very much, which is unfortunate. Head is on a very nice, very large ball joint, and as you can see, the light piping is, like, I have to cover up the entirety of the back of his head to get the light piping to stop working, and that's because, like, the entire back of the head is just pure clear orange plastic, and it looks beautiful. Arms can go in about that far, so I just get just under 90 degree. They can surprisingly go back, so you can break his bloody arm. Unfortunately, can't do entire T-pose, so halfway, kind of suck at Magnus, kind of. But you know what? He doesn't T-pose. He's Brawl. He don't need to T-pose. He's got some big, hefty knees that can go full in, so he can really knee, or do some really good kicks. Can't do the splits, however, unfortunately. But, you know what? He's a heavy guy. He's got big, heavy, clunky feet. Especially thanks to this fun little gimmick. So, the entire foot is here. This is the foot. You fold this down, and now you have a very nice, large back heel. And as I so clumsily showed, the way that they had, like, this entire section here is hollow. So, what WARBATRON did, and I really do think it was a good idea, was just have this nice little mechanical detail panel fold down to cover up that hole. And it looks really nice. Now, I don't think you can get this particular figure anymore. I think WARBATRON is currently sold out of these guys. But if you do get this figure, or like find a way to get this figure, please, for the love of God, loosen these screws. Loosen all four of them for the transformation hinge. Because to transform it, like the arms, you have to push it in and then pull them out. You can damage the arm if it's too tight, and unfortunately WARBATRON does have some tolerance issues. The knees on my Brawl Heavy Noisey are a little tight, like a little too stiff for my liking, but I mean, you can still get him into some very good poses, so not terrible, but also a little for accessories, he comes with two G1 style blasters. I think these are modeled after his G1 guns. And they have these little pegs here. I kind of shaved off some of the peg on each opposite side because I was a dumb kid when I got these, and now they've just kind of stayed in a box. You also have this big FU cannon made out of the literal tank cannon. You just transform it like so, and there you go. He has his tank cannon. And if you wish to have, if you don't like the fact that it's separated off of him, you don't actually have to worry about, well, actually, no, you kind of have to remove it for transformation, but you can just reattach it back. It's just on a peg. And it's parts forming with a purpose, because technically speaking, I don't think you technically have to remove it, but it just makes the transformation a lot easier if you do. Another thing that I kind of like to do, and it's always when there's a figure that has like an arm flap or something, I like using it as like a computer. So like there's a reason why it has an armature on it, because there's a screen right here, and then you just fold it back up. Yes, I know with treads doesn't quite look good, but you know what? It makes sense that Brawl would have extra sensors everywhere because him like the big boom. Speaking of da big boom, da big baddest boom. Oh yeah, and he's also orc green. Huh. Brawl really do be like them there orcs. The big bada boom. Yeah. So you have it basically becomes like the tank cannon basically becomes like this very high-powered sniper rifle. I have no idea what the hell these two are. These two upper bits here are. I think they're I don't know. Grenade launchers, like that in my own little head. I think that's what they are. To have a hold, you kind of have to have the entire arm just extended. Like he has to basically be doing this to hold the damn gun, which is a little unfortunate. Yeah, yeesh. I started off saying how much I like this toy, right? Oh boy. Yeah, no, unfortunately, it has been a while since I've played with these guys, so oh, that's why the bloody arm went in. There we go. It's a wee bit better, kinda, sorta. Yeah, no, broken barrel. There we go. There we go. Now, kind of works. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, no, not really. Ooh. Yeah, some of the tolerances, unfortunately, not the best. Sometimes not the worst. Like, do not get me wrong. This is a fun figure to mess around with and just kind of have fun playing with. Yeah, he's Brawl. I guess the only... Actually, no, I don't even have a robot mode Brawl right now. I have them both in tank mode. So, actually, speaking of tank mode, let's get to it, shall we? You know what? This is a special review, damn it. So I'm going to show the transformation. Ahem. So, what you're going to want to do with the tank cannon, fold everything back up into cannon mode, into this. Then you take this whole piece. Oh, yeah, and this can become basically a shield. Doesn't hold on quite too goodly, but I mean it looks kind of badass, kind of sorta. You can also hook the stick the guns on it. So I mean, yeah, we got that. But yeah, so I like keeping the guns here in tank mode. Oop, don't drop the gun. And then you want to connect the entire gun. So there's a peg on this piece here that goes into a hole. Peg that in, and now you have the tank cannon top part. Now then, for Brawl, you want to rotate his head down, collapse up the arms, connect the legs together. Just to make life a wee bit easier, you want to lift this piece up. Already have the arms in tank position, like so. Fold down the head. And then what I like to do is I like to fold down the arms, collapse the feet, like so, and rotate. This is a cool part for me. You bring the whole back half of the tank, like so. You rotate the feet, and then that becomes the back section. Then you want to do this with the arms. Ah, yes. Okay. Good. It has been a while since I've transformed this guy, so I do apologize. There we go. Okay. Then you want to collapse all of the arm, like both of the arms in, like so. There we go. So that you get fully solid tank. Push down the legs like so. And then slide in the side of the treads right here, right here. If the tank, a little bit of movie, uppy. And then collapse this in like so. There you have that. And then you take the top of the tank, push this down. So you want to connect this post here to this port here. Connect it down, and there you go. Now you have Brawl in tank mode. And he's a very nice looking tank. He's a very nice looking tank. You actually get a turret that moves around, which is very nice. And as I just showed, the barrel can go up and down, which again, very nice. Something you don't see on some modern tank toys. Looking at you, Megs. Yeah, you can turn, but you can't turn or lift up your friggin' tank barrel. Actually, speaking of, there he is next to a more modern or a tank. Well, space tank, but still a tank. So yeah, Cybertronian tank, Earth tank. And I just kind of realized he's a little smaller than Megs. Oof. I remember when I was a kid thinking this guy was big. Kind of, sort of in scale, but well, I mean, space tank. Now, something that I actually haven't brought up, the foot, because he is a part of Bruticus. We're just gonna Brawl off to the side, and we're gonna bring in a second tank. Look at this thing; it's adorable. For some reason, it has a cyber key slot. Toy didn't come with a cyber key, but it came with a slot. Yeah, so as you can see, it's literally just a foot. But they have some very nice mechanical detailing going throughout. So I like to think of this as just a drone, like a tank drone. And as you can see, they have the treads on both sides of the foot painted in. So it does look like this thing can roll on the ground. And the tank barrels lift up. Megatron. Unfortunately, they can't turn. So, I mean, I guess Megatron wins that. Though you got some really nice ratchets there. Oof. I remember as a kid freaking out whenever I heard the click. Each one of these clicks terrified me as a child. But yeah, so this is it's a really nice looking tank mode. It has the same yellow right here on both sides of the or in both barrels of the gun. So it looks really nice. And we're gonna bring Brawl back in now because he can turn into the foot. And unfortunately, this version of Bruticus does not have the Scramble City mode, like the Scramble City style of combined mode. So unfortunately, the combination you get is the combination that you get. So, to basically facilitate the foot mode, flip the cannons back around here like so. And just kind of, there we go. Move that forward. So, there are two tabs in here that are going to wrap around or peg into the small holes that are there. So I want to just stretch it out and then close back in like so. Bring the tank barrel out and then pull this part here so that it goes out on kind of an angle. And that way you still have, that way you just have the foot of El Bruto. Haha. And then to show the combiner peg, and this is really cool, you can either have the entire thing just flat down like that, or you can just, I like to keep the greebly bit there. So it doesn't change a whole lot up here, but as you can see, it does show the combiner peg. And it's a stiff joint. So it works perfectly. There we go. And yeah. So that's part 1. I know it was only 15 minutes, and I do apologize for that. But the previous review took a lot out of me. But that is it for Brawl, or Heavy Noisey. And he looks awesome. Their Bruticus is a beast. And if you want, you can kind of bring out the sides here. I haven't actually done it, but I think I may for like the final kind of mode. Just kind of have it like this. So the way I'm gonna kind of do this celebration is each day. Oop, I dropped toothpicks. Each day in the week, I will be reviewing part of the entire Bruticus combiner until we get to Bruticus himself. At that point, I will do an entire review on Bruticus, who I believe is about Titan class, I think. Yeah, I think he's Titan class, actually. Maybe just a wee bit smaller, so it'll also help if we do get to 30 subscribers, we can see how well my system works for that. But yeah, so stay tuned for tomorrow where we're taking a look at Heavy Noisey's other leg friend, the Powerful Swindle. And again, thank you all so much for watching. And you have no idea how much it means to me that we were actually able to make it to 20 subscribers. Like, it's still mind-blowing. And I've been saving this joke for this bloody long. We're one subscriber away from legally being able to drink in America. Booyah. But again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow for the next review. Yeah. Later, guys.